Welcome dear students, and today let us discuss about the relation between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. A quadratic polynomial will be given and we have to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, and also we have to verify the relation between the zeros and coefficients of the given polynomial. Let us see. First of all, you know that what is the standard form of a quadratic polynomial? This is a standard form, ax square plus bx plus c. This is the standard form of a quadratic polynomial. And here we have two zeros for a quadratic polynomial. Already we have discussed in our previous videos. Because it is second degree polynomial, therefore this quadratic polynomial has two zeros. So the two zeros can be taken as alpha and beta, which are called Greek letters. These are alpha and beta are Greek letters. They derived from the Greek. And what are the two roots? What are the two zeros? The first zero is say alpha and the second zero is say beta. If two zeros are alpha and beta, and there is a formula, that is sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, that is sum of zeros. What is sum of zeros? There are two zeros, alpha and beta, and their sum, alpha plus beta. The sum of two zeros is, there is a formula, the formula is alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. So why it is minus b by a here? Minus b. What is b in this quadratic polynomial? B is the coefficient. Already I told you, in this quadratic polynomial, ABC 3 are, the three letters are coefficients. They are constants. Always ABC are constants. And here, what is b? Coefficient, that is a coefficient of x. So therefore you can say that coefficient of x by a. What is the formula? The denominator of the formula is a. What is a? Just observe the quadratic polynomial. Here a is x square coefficient. That is a coefficient of x square. X square coefficient, isn't it? This is x coefficient. So you can say that a is x square coefficient. Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Just you keep in the mind the formula, because this formula we are going to use in the coming exercise problems. So very simple, that sum of zeros, or you can say that the roots, sum of zeros alpha plus beta is minus b by a, which is also called as minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square of the given quadratic polynomial. So that's it. And coming to the second concept, that is product of zeros. What is product of zeros? That is alpha into beta, product, multiplication, alpha into beta, alpha beta. The formula is c by a. But how did we get this formula? There was a derivation. There is a derivation that we'll discuss in the next coming classes. But now at present, just to keep in the mind, what is alpha beta? That is a product of the zeros. Alpha beta is c by a. Now come on, go to the standard form of the quadratic polynomial. Where is c? What do we call c in the quadratic polynomial? What do we call c? This is particularly constant. C is separately, it is alone. No x variable is with c. No x or x square variable is multiplying with c. That is alone, constant. So you can say that constant. What do we say? Constant by a. What is a? Just now we have done in the previous formula. A is x square coefficient. A is x square coefficient, or coefficient of x square. So these points you keep in the mind, because we are going to discuss the concept which is related to these two formulae, isn't it? Once again, alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros minus b by a is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Product of zeros alpha beta, that is c by a, constant by coefficient of x square. Now let us take one example problem and we'll verify. Let us verify one problem, relation between zeros of that particular quadratic polynomial and coefficients of that particular quadratic polynomial. Let us take one quadratic polynomial. Yes, I have taken a quadratic polynomial x square plus 5x plus 6. Now this is the quadratic polynomial. First of all, find the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. We know that how to find the zeros. There are two methods. One is middle term splitting method and the other is factorization method. You can follow any one of the methods, you get the factors or you get the zeros. This middle term 5x, now I am going to write that 5x, 5 as the sum of 2 and 3, 2 plus 3, 2x plus 3x. 5x can be written as 2x plus 3x and plus 6. And you know that already we have discussed this type of concept in graph model problems. So here first group and second group. In the first group, what is a common term? Is constant is a common or variable is a common? Here x variable is common, 1x is left, here x is taken out, 2 is left, and now here 3 is a common factor for 3 and 6 because 3 and 6 both are the multiples of the number 3. So you take out the 3 as common, we get 3 1s are 3 and 3 2s are 6, and finally we get x plus 2. We take this common expression as common and we get x plus 2 into x plus 3. Therefore what would be the zeros? Plus 2 becomes, let x plus 2, x plus 3 is 0, then x plus 2 is equals to 0 and x is equals to minus 2, and x plus 3 is equals to 0, then x equals to minus 3. Now we have got two zeros, minus 2 and minus 3. These are two zeros. Okay, fine. What are the two zeros? Minus 2, minus 3. Now we got two zeros. Now let us verify these zeros, the relation between these zeros and the coefficients of this polynomial, quadratic polynomial. These zeros and this quadratic polynomial coefficient. Yes, let us verify. And first of all, what is the sum? You know that already we have discussed, alpha plus beta. Now you can say that one is alpha and the other is beta. There we have got two zeros. Already have told you just now, the two zeros can be taken as alpha and beta. First one is alpha, second one is beta. And you say, what is sum? Sum of the zeros. Find this. Minus 2 plus beta, that is second zero, minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3, both are in negative. Both are in negative means you can add them because they belong to the same group, negative numbers, and directly minus 2 minus 3 is minus 5. Now we have got that sum of these zeros is minus 5, right? But we have to verify. We have to verify that whether this result is equal to the formula. What is the formula actually? What is the actual formula of alpha plus beta? Minus b by a. That is minus b by a. What is minus b by a? Minus b is x coefficient of x by a, coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square. Already we have discussed. Minus b by a is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. But we got the result is minus 5. But you can take minus 5 as minus 5 by 1 because there is no fraction actually. We have got the sum minus 5. The result is minus 5. Minus 5 can be written as in a fractional form minus 5 by 1. Now let us verify. Let us check. Minus, okay. We have got the formula. Minus is there in the formula. Minus, okay. We got the same formula, same symbol. And 5. Is 5 the coefficient of x? Check. Is 5 the coefficient of x? Just to check the given polynomial. What is the coefficient of x? Yes, absolutely 5. What is the coefficient of x? 5. You can take here. Yes, that is coefficient of 5. Coefficient of x. Exactly coefficient of x. Coefficient of x by 1. What is 1? According to the formula, 1 should be the coefficient of x square. This 1 should be the coefficient of x square. Check the polynomial. Check the given polynomial. What is the coefficient of x square? Actually, there is no coefficient of x square. Means 1. 1 is the coefficient of x square. Yes, we got the same answer. We got 1 as the coefficient, 1 as the result. Means 1 is taken as coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square means it is minus b by a. The sum of the zeros, we got 2 zeros and we found the sum of these 2 zeros, which is equal to minus 5 by 1, but that gives us a formula, that is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square, that is minus b by a. We found the sum, but the sum of these zeros equals to minus b by a. We got the formula. So this is called, we are verifying our answer whether it is correct or not. This is called verifying the relation between the zeros of this quadratic polynomial and coefficients of the quadratic polynomial. So like this, let us discuss one more question, and by that you get some idea. Yes, let me explain exercise problem. One example problem have been discussed by us just now. We have discussed one example problem. Now let's go to directly exercise problem. We have got the polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8. This is the quadratic polynomial. Now first of all, find the zeros. If you want to verify the relation between zeros and the coefficients of quadratic polynomial, first of all you must know the zeros. What would be the zeros of this quadratic polynomial? That we are going to solve now. X square, and you know that here it is minus 8. Okay, minus 2 can be written as minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. So why don't we take plus 4 minus 2? Means, see that what is the sum of these two numbers? Minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. This sum gives the same result. Okay, we are getting middle term, and at the same time the product of these two middle terms, what you have taken as a sum for minus 2 should be equal to minus 8. See the product, find the product of these two middle terms. What is the product? Minus 4 and plus 2. Minus into plus, minus 4 2s are 8. We are getting, therefore this polynomial can be written as the sum of like this. And here first group, second group. In the first group, x is common, 1x is left and 4 is common, and plus here 2 is the common factor for 2 and 8. Take out 2 table and 2 4s are 8, and finally we got x minus 4 as a common expression. We get x plus 2 is equals to 0. Let it be 0, because we are going to find the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. If you want to find the zeros, then it must be equated with a 0. X minus 4 is equal to 0. Then what would be x value? Minus 4 will be shifted to right side. It becomes plus 4. And x plus 2 is equals to 0. But x becomes minus 2, because plus 2 is shifted to right side. And finally we have got two zeros, 4 and minus 2. We got two zeros, 4 and minus 2. Now let us verify. First of all, sum. Alpha plus beta. Sum we are going to find. So first 0 4 alpha and second 0 beta is minus 2. Find their sum. 4 plus minus 2 alpha beta. We got two zeros, and what is the result? 4 plus minus 2, plus into minus minus, we get 4 minus 2 is 2. We have got 2 as the sum of these zeros. But according to the formula, what would be the sum? The sum should be equal. Here, is there any denominator? No, it is not a fraction. It is not a fraction. So you take as 2 by 1. Now you verify the relation between these two zeros and sum. Now what is 2 by 1? It is the sum. But actually, according to the formula, sum of the roots, sum of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial is minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. Minus x coefficient by x square coefficient. Have you got the same? Let us see. Here 2 by 1, it is plus, there is no minus. So to get minus, just like in the formula, you can write 2 by 1 as minus of minus 2 by 1. So why should we take like that? Why don't we take directly? Means check the formula. What is the formula? According to the formula in numerator it should be minus. So to get minus, I am taking plus 2 as minus of minus 2. Now it is minus of minus 2 by 1. Now see, minus, okay, verified, we got minus. And is minus 2 x coefficient? Is minus 2 coefficient of x? Check. What is the coefficient of x? What is the coefficient of x? Minus 2, yes, x coefficient. Absolutely, x coefficient. We got it. And by 1, according to the formula, 1 should be x square coefficient. Is 1 coefficient of x square? Yes, because there is no number multiplying by x square. There is no coefficient. So therefore x square coefficient is 1. So it is exactly x square coefficient. Means, so this result is absolutely equal to minus b by a according to the standard form. So therefore we can say that these two zeros are absolutely correct, and even we have verified these two zeros with the coefficients of given polynomial. In the same manner, we have to verify by using product of the formula, product of the coefficient, product of the zeros formula. What is the product of the zeros? Alpha into beta, alpha into beta. So multiplication of two zeros, 4 into minus 2, that is 4 2s are minus 8. Yes, no fraction, take 1, there is no fraction, you take it as 1. Now remind the formula, remind the standard form. What is the product of the zeros, alpha beta? That is c by a. C by a means, what is the constant? Constant, it should be constant by a, x square coefficient. But is minus 8 constant? Check the polynomial what we have taken. Minus 8, yes, absolutely, it is a constant. Minus 8 is a constant, verified. Numerator has been verified. Now go to denominator. What is the denominator of the formula? X square coefficient. Is 1 x square coefficient? Yes, there is no coefficient. So therefore minus 8, the result which is product of the zeros has been verified. The zeros have been verified with coefficients of this polynomial. In the same manner, so constant is c by x square coefficient is a. This is c by a, which is called the product of the zeros, and minus b by a, which is called the sum of the zeros. In the same manner, you take any polynomial. First of all, you please find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, then apply in the formula. First find the sum, but the result of the sum should be written, it must be written as in the formula form. The product of the zeros, the result should be converted into this form. If it is not possible, then your answer will be wrong. If it is possible, if it is possible to write in the formula, then you will be correct. The same manner you try to practice the remaining problems. That's all.